Hey guys, Ralph here. Whew. And welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this fabulous Friday here in Connecticut. Yeah, the first notes of the day. I haven't played anything since Monday. All I've done, trumpet-wise, if you want to call it that, is what you just saw. I've done a lot of kettlebell, but my plans to go visit my mother were curtailed. I'll get to that in a minute. But here we are. Let's see what we got. My guess is as good as yours. I take that back. We've done this enough times over the years. We know pretty much what's going to happen. But let's see what we got. All right? A little stiff. More like it. Okay, let's see what we got. Guys, that to me is mind-boggling. It just is. It never ceases to amaze me. You know, hang on. Apple and grape. Anyway, first things first. My trip to my mother, go see my mother, got cut short because we've had a death in the family. Christine, my wife's beloved sister, Cynthia, passed on Tuesday. She's a lifelong smoker. Her body in her 70s was just riddled with cancer. She's in a better place. She was suffering terribly. And even though it was not a big surprise that she passed when she did, doesn't make things any easier. So I had to cut my trip with my mother short and came home and take care of this stuff, that stuff, and everything that needs to be done. And Christine is doing quite well, I have to say. She's at work. She felt like she wanted to, she had a day or so to wallow and feel bad, and she felt like she'd be better off at work, keeping her mind occupied. So that's where we are, but that's what's been going on. But as far as you and I are concerned, chops, as usual. Now, as I said at the beginning, I find that mind-boggling. Now, you got to understand, I've been doing this for over 50 years, and I have made every mistake you can. We learn now, we know now it was a mistake. We didn't know back then that incessant long tones was just ruining your chops, that Caruso had no idea what he was doing. Claude Gordon, this close, but not quite. I mean, all this stuff that we've learned since then, we didn't know then. And I just went hook, line, and sinker with everything. I was on board with Vacchiano, you know, changing the mouthpiece every time you crack a note. playing with a tight asshole ace, from Mel Broyles. So I understand everything that every preconceived pile of poppycock. I've been there. I've lived it. So the fact that I can take 4 days off and not think about the trumpet once and come back and wide open, E flats above double C, and then change the trumpet with the same mouthpiece, no warm-up, complete control of a caress the baby second movement to the high. That's mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling to me. And I'm not sure if Jerry knew it was possible. Jerry knew it was possible. I didn't until I spent some time with the 1SB. The 1SB is the icing on the cake. Now again, I had excellent jobs with all of Jerry's mouthpieces. Not great, but excellent. Top professional level chops. But I still struggled with them. I always had more than one mouthpiece in the case, in case of an emergency. And guys, to be able, it never entered my mind that I would be able to do that. That an E flat above double C was my happy zone. That I could routinely play G's and A flats above double C with a full open. Guys, I never thought it was possible. I do believe what I added to it, the kettlebells and the physical culture, I do believe that added to it. I do believe that. But the number one thing, relax the corners, that was my first lesson back in 1970 something. That, relax the corners. Everything else has changed except that. And you don't get those results with tight corners. And working the orbicularis oris. And it's not a pencil, it's a knife. You don't get it with that. You don't get it with that. Doc Severinsen himself is the first one to tell you he couldn't do that. Take 4 days off, he couldn't do it. There's and God bless him, after he got through doing what he had to do, he was superior to what, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that. Nobody likes Doc more than I do. But guys, he didn't have that luxury. Nobody needed 3 hours of warm-up before he turned into Superman Doc. He needed it. He did not have that luxury. Anyway, with that said, guys, it's here. I can't guarantee those results unless you have a 1SB. I have dozens of different models of Jerry's mouthpieces here. To me, they should be all gathering dust. I'll sell them to you if you want them. But everybody on the planet, I do believe, trumpet player on the planet should be playing a 1SB. I feel that strongly about it, that strongly about the protocol. And you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to do it. But you're wrong. Anyway, with that, we'll be back Monday. Hopefully, business as usual. But that's the plan. Okay, guys. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Guys, that's true power. That's not fake stuff. That's true power. Love you all.